Hello everyone. What we're going to do today on a new Garage Time with Goody, we're going to stop the leak and the sunroof on a 2005 Dodge Durango 5.7 liter engine. That is the Hemi version. We're going to get to it. It seems like there's water leaking on the right side of the sunroof, and if you can look right here on the cover, you can see these water stains, like water's been standing on it. But what I'm going to do is we're going to push the sunroof back, then we're going to inspect the rubber that seals the window around it, and then we're going to go from there. There it goes. There goes the sunroof. You just push it back until it goes all the way back, and then you can see out. The next step, or since the Durango is a little bit tall, I have a like 5-foot step ladder that I'm going to use to get up there. Also, you're going to need these later. To get you some bottles and fill them with water. I'll show you what we're going to use that for later. Okay, here's one of the items, the tools you're going to need. You're going to need a air compressor, and at least compress it up to 100 pounds. I've got it to 110 psi, so that is ready to go. And on the other end, you'll want a connector that you squeeze the trigger in and it will let the air out. And next, I'm going to climb this ladder and try not to kill myself here. One up the ladder to the top of the Durango. On each side of these tracks, there will be 2 holes, and that is the drain tubes that you're going to be cleaning out. So, I'm going to stick that down in there. One tip I suggest is airing out these drain tubes at least 3 times each with the air compressor. Well, here's what we're going to use it for. We're going to pour water down into this tray that it was clogged. See this dirt? Hold on. See all this dirt that was coming out? Well, I'm going to pour the water down in there, and if it's working okay now and it's unclogged, then water is going to drain out of that tube down under the wheel well of the passenger side, because this is the passenger side drain tube. Let's see if it drains out. I'm going to pour the water into the right passenger drain tube, and we're going to see if the water comes out down there by the passenger wheel well. Okay, go ahead. Now what I'm going to do, if you can see that hole there, that is the other drain tube on the driver's side. I'm going to put this compressed air into there, and I'm going to just pull the trigger. Okay, now what you want to do, you want to pour the water into the driver's side drain and see if it comes out by the driver's side wheel well. I'm going to start pouring the water, and you tell me if it's coming out down there.
Yep.
And if the water's coming out like that, that means your drain is not clogged and we should be good to go. Okay, the next step, since it seems to be unclogged now, is I'm going to go all around this. I have already been going around it and down into the channel where, if you see down there, that is the drain hole. Let me get a clear shot of that. As you can see now, the drain hole, which is down in there, is clean now. What I'm going to do is just take some soap and warm water, a rag, and I'm going to use this to go around the rag to push it back in the crevices, and I'm going to clean all this out, and I'm going to repeat this on the other side. Even though it's not clogged up, I'm going to compress air that drain hole too. All around here, all around these rubber seals, I'm going to clean it, and then I'm going to put this rag, look, around this so I can get down in here and clean these crevices out. Now, you don't have to have a rag in this. There's many different ways you can do this. This is just the way I'm doing it to make sure this is all cleaned out. And I'm going to do this all the way across. Also, inspect all the rubber seals and gaskets to make sure it's not dry rotted. In this case, it's not. They look to be in pretty good shape. It seems like it was just clogged up in the drain holes. And this is a pretty cheap and pretty fast fix. And what this will do, this will keep water from getting and leaking into your overhead liner, getting down into your fuse box and your amp. If you've been having your stereo go out or your door chimes, well, that's because water has been leaking underneath the dash on them. And this should fix that problem. And that way, the next time it rains, you're not going to get rained on and you're going to be able to jam. Okay, guys, another thing I wanted to show you is this metal guard right here. If you just kind of hold down, you see you push down on the spring and then just push down, it comes right down. And you can clean down under here too. So you want to get all this clean. And like I said, you want to look around the rubber gaskets and the seals, make sure there's no holes, and make sure it's not dry rotted. Because if you see any seals or gaskets that are dry rotted, you're going to need to replace those. But if there's no evidence of dry rotting, just do what I've been doing with the compressed air to clean out the drain tubes and to clean all the gaskets and everything the best you can. And once you're done with that, put it back together, and there's a little test you can do to see if all your hard work is paid off. Okay, the next test you're going to want to do is to get your water hose. Make sure the sunroof is in the lock position, but also where you can see, pull the curtain back where you can see the sunroof directly out of it, and just start spraying on top of the sunroof as you have somebody set in there to see if it starts leaking. That will be the final test. So, I'm gonna ask the camera person, was it leaking during that 5-minute downpour from the water hose? Okay, that's a no. So, also another good thing happened while we were fixing the sunroof. Everything has dried out because of the humidity today, and it no longer leaking. So guess what's working, guys? The radio. Go ahead, turn it on for a second so we don't get copyright protected. See, check that out. We got our tunes back. Okay, so that has been all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button if you like it. Leave some comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel. I could always use more subscribers. So until next time, guys, have a good day.